We're here in South Lincolnshire and I'm joined by Stafford Proctor. It's mid-November, so you're about halfway through your sugar beet harvesting. How many hectares are you growing this season?
We're growing about 170 hectares this season, so and harvest has been progressing very nicely really. We've had some wets and dries in the last week, but prior to that it's been very dry and we've been able to harvest and then establish the following crop, which is generally wheat, without ploughing, which is great.
And you were telling me earlier that sort of early season yields are around about 75 tonnes a hectare, and how have they improved through the season so far?
Yeah, well, you know, you'll be pleased to hear the trajectory is going the right direction. The last field that we harvested, which is just between us and the farm buildings, that's done 95. So I'm very pleased with that, and looking forward to getting reports from the factory that I've actually had a field that achieves the magic 100 tonne a hectare of adjusted beet mark. We generally get sort of maybe one every year. Hopefully this year, the way the weather's been, the way yields are at the moment, it'd be nice to have you know, 1 or 2 or 3 fields in that category. Sugar levels have been good. We have been noticing differences between the varieties, but generally high sugars this year. You know, it's all to do with the sun, with the solar radiation, and obviously the varieties we have chosen. But I think our average is probably above the Wissington factory average, which could be 17, and our average might be 17.2, 17.3, something like that.
Perfect.
Good.
Stafford, thank you very much. I'm here at the Wissington British Sugar Factory with Dan Downs, the Head of Agriculture, and we've just come to catch up on how the harvest is progressing for all the growers in the region. So Dan, how far through the harvest are we now, would you say?
So at the moment we're probably about a third of the way through the beet harvesting on farm, and we're probably around about a quarter of the way through the processing here at the factory. Other than the first few weeks that were actually quite difficult, as we had some new equipment that was installed that we couldn't test until we had beet coming through, and so that causes a few issues for the first couple of weeks, but now we're actually running really well. The last couple of years we've had a smaller crop volume because we had a lot of sugar in stock that has now been used up. Now we're back at a more normal crop area of around about 100,000 hectares, but the yield this year is looking to be really big. That will add on probably about 5 weeks onto the campaign length, just because of the bigger yield this year. People think that only the best soils, so the highest grade soils, can achieve 100 tonne a hectare. That's not true. You can get a fantastic yield from all soil types. This year we're probably expecting the Wissington crop to achieve around about 85 tonnes per hectare adjusted tonnes. But by doing that as an average, there'll be a lot of growers who will achieve 100 tonne a hectare on their whole contract, which would be fantastic.